end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. A carry for Foreman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not sure, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it the rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Around the NFL, here's a surprise from Philadelphia. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is Marshall. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run with Foreman, and he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here's Foreman, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. play action. They'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now Foreman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Detroit! Here we go now. Detroit!
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Set! Gun! Watch him here, Barney!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run.
Leopard!
Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And to give this time to the tailback. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 46. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he's got some space here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Second down following the run. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there, as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Out to the left here to Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Check, Patrick. 4 down. Set.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. K.D. Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Garoppolo again. The 2, it's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jaleel Johnson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.